2 weeks ago, I was at the BBC Philharmonic in Manchester, and while reading through the brochure with the list of musicians, a Yoruba name suddenly jumped out at me. I looked at the orchestra and I didn't see anyone who visibly looked Yoruba, if you know what I mean. So out of curiosity, I looked up the name, and instead of finding the musician, I found someone else entirely, which led me down a rabbit hole. It was a different Thomas Bangbala, born in a completely different era, and his story is incredible. This Thomas Bangbala was a young Yoruba man who migrated from Lagos in the 1920s. He was born in Nigeria in 1907, and he boarded a ship from Lagos to Liverpool at just 17. He moved to Manchester in 1928, where he trained as an electrical engineer, studying through correspondence. This is tricky because I actually looked up studying through correspondence, and that actually meant that because Black people were not welcomed into many technical schools at the time, you had to study at home. So they'll send you the materials and you study on your own. That's crazy. He studied on his own and he eventually graduated, and during World War II, his engineering skills became essential. He became so good at his craft, and despite facing lots of harassment at work for being a Black man in a senior position, he just kept going. In 1940, he made history by becoming the first Black man to join the Manchester branch of the Electrical Trades Union. He became very active in the Labour Party. He pushed for the rights of Black workers, and he even took part in the 1945 Pan-African Congress, which is one of the most important gatherings in global Black political history. Back to the orchestra, it might be possible that the musician's name that I saw is actually connected to this family. Maybe it's even his grandson, but I don't want to conclude. But what I did find interesting overall is how inspiring and how industrious this Yoruba man was, and how he was able to become such a notable figure in Manchester's Black community. This is not a story that you see every day, and I'm so glad that I happened on this. What do you guys think?